There's an album that is very divisive among the Arctic Monkeys and maybe even the entire indie alternative rock community. That album is Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino. And I am here in defense of this album because I, unlike everyone I've ever met, I like it. I have few complaints about it. So I thought, what better to display while I talk about such a controversial topic than me making my own base on the moon, like one of Alex Turner's imagination, without the taqueria and all the fun things. It's actually pretty bare bones and barely looks like a bass at all, but it functions. Let's say that. So I guess we'll start off with the first song on there, which is Star Treatment. And that's actually my favorite Arctic Monkeys song, believe it or not. That's my favorite. I just think the fact that the lyrics so rarely repeat and there's like so many words to remember in the first place in that song, that's just impressive. I'm in awe of that, honestly. And I don't know, I think it's my favorite part of the album, admittedly. So starting it off strong for me, but it does leave room for the album to sort of suffer as it goes on, but I don't think it suffers that much, regardless of the best song being the first one, you know. That's just my opinion. I'm sure other people will have completely different opinions about the other songs. But yeah, that's my favorite song on there, especially when he says "back down to earth with a lounge singer shimmer." That's hard to say. Up next, I wish I had a list. This is very off the cuff. I'm just talking. So up next is 1 Point Perspective, I think, and I think that's another one of the best songs on the album. It brings back some of the familiarity of Arctic Monkeys sound. It's one of the more rock-ish ones on there, and I don't know. It's cool. It's calm. It's sexy. And I like it. The solo, of course. Alex bringing his guitar chops back into it. And yeah, nothing to complain about that song. That song is just very solid. I'm going to do a quick aside here. This part of the bass is the habitation module, you know, for when the Kerbals are wanting to get some alone time and, you know, don't have much work to do. That's what they do there. So now we're launching the lab. This is where the work's going to be done, you know. Yeah. So next we have, I can't actually remember. Let me check what is next. American Sports. That's the next song on here. And admittedly, I think takes a dip down in my particular liking of the songs on here, but I still think it's pretty good. You know, some good lyrics. Alex Turner rarely disappoints in the lyrical department. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about that one, but I mean, I don't dislike it. I don't like it as much, but I don't dislike it, so what else is there to say? But I will say that the transition to the next song, Golden Trunks, is quite excellent, and Golden Trunks is my second favorite song on the album, mainly because it, like, the picture it puts in my head, it's like, I think of a vampire in a castle on the hill during a thunderstorm. I don't know, that's just me. That's the vibe it gives me, and I can't get enough of that. And I wish that there were more songs that, you know, went for that kind of vibe. Yeah. Let's actually look at what's going on the screen here for a second, because this landing is very eventful. I made the bold choice of trying to land on the Mun while it was dark, and I'm sure many Kerbal players know that that is not the best idea. But I figured it was light enough. I can probably make it without much casualty. And ooh, I thought I exploded, but no. The world was kind to me. I'm just bouncing along, and I've ended up on my side, but luckily to the super realistic physics of this game, I can actually flip myself back on to the right side, and I was doing a little balancing act right there. But yeah, we managed to land not too far from the habitation module. I think I just waited for sunrise so we could get a good look at it, you know. Show it off to the viewers. Yes, very simple but effective. Yeah, nice. And we also have there's a goo canister that fell off. And let's just admire this for a second. Yes, very majestic. You know, I think the goo canister is really the symbol of this game. Yeah, and we're gonna try and move this a little closer, since this is the undoubtedly more maneuverable section of this base. What's next? What's the next song? You know, I completely missed a song, and one of my points before is completely, like, void now, because I realized that Tranquility Base Hotel Casino is right before Golden Trunks, so the transition I was talking about, I'm wrong. That's not even a thing. Putting them back to back, though, in, like, a playlist, which I'm sure I've done or something, it works. So, yeah, but Tranquility Base Hotel Casino, I think this song is one of the stronger songs on the album. It's definitely up there for me. I like how the vocals are so, like, in your face in terms of, you know, the volume and how much space it takes in the mix. He gets really, it's like he's really, like, chewing on the mic, like, a lot, like, you know, doing some ASMR type stuff, and it's effective, you know? I like that. And I think it's something that Billie Eilish kind of does, you know? Like, everything she says is super succinct, and you can hear every single click and saliva thing that's going on in her mouth. I don't know, it's a little, I think it triggers listeners in, like, a way they like to be triggered or something. I don't know, but that's possible. But that's basically how I feel about that song. Up next is the 4 out of 5, the single from the album. It's definitely one of the best songs in the album. I don't listen to it a ton because it was the single and it was pushed down our throats, which I'm fine with. I had a great appreciation for it in that time, and I'm sure after I take some time away, I'll love it again. But I'm taking a little break from it, but still, I don't really have much to complain about. It really puts you in the world that they're trying to put you in. It does the job successfully. Yeah, here we are putting Kerbals on this base, as is the goal, you know. As for the rest of the album, I think it's more like reinforcing the musical world they've created in this project, and I don't see them as important because, I don't know, I don't love the rest of the album. I like Bat Phone's good. The Ultra Cheese is good. Science Fiction is good. She Looks Like Fun. I don't know. Some things. It's a little too something. I don't know. it just doesn't vibe with me really. It doesn't vibe with me. And World's first monster truck front flip. It's a funny title. And, but that's really all it has going for it, in my opinion, is the title. Because I think that's my least favorite song on the album. But, you know, I have appreciation for it. So in conclusion about the album, you know, I didn't spend much time on the last few songs on this album because we're running out of time on this video and we gotta make it work, whatever. I like the album. I like it. I think it may not be as strong as a collection of songs, but for me, the individual songs that I love off this album sort of counteract that, and making it, I don't know. I don't really have an absolute favorite Arctic Monkeys album because I don't know why. Nothing really stands out to me, but this one's definitely a contender. I'm sort of glad they moved on from the AM sound. I think it was too poppy-ish for my liking. I don't know. All the songs sort of sounded too much the same in my opinion. But regardless of that, all the songs are really good on the album. Like, I still really like that album. I'm just glad they didn't do that sound more. That's it. Yeah, but now we got the Kerbals in the science thing, and they're gonna do some research and give me some science points so I can unlock more things off that tree of skills. Bye.